Welcome to Trump Breaking News Network, your daily source for up-to-date news on the political scene of Donald Trump, his presidency, American politics and conspiracies. Please subscribe to receive notice of our daily updates. Also share with your friends and your social media. We encourage you to like our videos and give your comments.
This is TBNN.
Benjamin Fulford, December 25, 2017. Merry Christmas. The 13 Illuminati bloodline families sue for peace. Peace on earth and goodwill to all, and not just men, but all life forms, is looking like a realistic goal for 2018 now that the 13 Illuminati bloodline families, seeing their ancient rule of planet Earth collapsing, are suing for peace. Last week a representative of the G7, Germany, the UK, the corporate US, Japan, Italy, France, and Canada, met with a representative of the White Dragon Society, WDS, to discuss peace terms, according to a WDS member who was present at the meeting. The G7, of course, is the political front for the 13 bloodline families. There can be no doubt that this meeting was made possible by people inside the military-industrial complex acting in the spirit of Jesus Christ, and for this we wish them all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The bloodline offer to negotiate peace is directly connected to the state of emergency that was declared last week by USA President Donald Trump. After Hanukkah, Trump declared a state of emergency and signed an executive order on December 20 freezing the assets of those accused of human rights abuses and corruption, a catch-all to bankrupt the Bushes, Clintons, Soros, Obama, the cabal, and the global Jewish mafia, was how a Pentagon source summed up the situation. The national emergency allows Trump to seize assets and unleash the military to carry out mass arrests and adjudicate via military tribunals, effectively imposing martial law, the source continues. The Pentagon source also sent a copy of this photograph with the explanation, Trump wears purple when unveiling his national security strategy on December 18 in a victory lap over the Soros, Hillary purple revolution, and drinks water with both hands to simulate handcuffs. Clearly reacting to this situation, the representative of the bloodline set the meeting for December 23, the birthday of the Japanese emperor, and claimed to be a representative of the imperial family as well as the G7. The representative, who acted as if he was negotiating a surrender, said the bloodlines want to keep existing nation-states and institutions as they are, but said they were willing to cooperate with, and provide funding for, a new international economic future planning agency. The WDS negotiator said that existing nation-states and institutions should be allowed to mostly continue and emphasized that the WDS was interested in creating something new, not destroying anything old. Some borders, though, such as the artificial division of the Korean Peninsula, would have to be changed, both sides agreed. Both also agreed that the United Nations, as currently structured, is dysfunctional and in need of drastic reform. Overall, the two sides were close enough on these points to be able to reach some sort of eventual agreement. However, the bloodline's delegate said they wanted to keep control over central banks and the creation of money, because if the people had control of monetary policy, nobody would work. He added that although there was a council of 13 in Switzerland that represented each of the families, many of the heads of these families were, like the Emperor of Japan, not actually from real family bloodlines. He said the families existed more as institutions than strict representatives of actual bloodlines. The WDS representative said they support the idea that money should be earned, but said people-controlled central banks could print money to pay for such things as education, the military, public works, healthcare, exploration of the universe, and scientific research. The WDS negotiator also said the WDS insists on a jubilee, or one-time cancellation of all debt, public and private, together with a one-off redistribution of ill-gotten assets. If those conditions were agreed to, the bloodlines could continue to function in a diminished role in the corporate part of the economy, the WDS representative said.
This has been the Trump Breaking News Network. Please subscribe and share to stay up to date on the latest news about our president. Be informed.